Hello, world. But I think it's recording and it'll upload, like people will watch after the fact. But all right, we'll let people join for a little bit.
Or not.
Or not, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at these. Yeah. All right. Nobody's viewing. Howdy. Hey, what's happening? Oh my gosh, great to see you.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Ryan from Fly Stow.
Hello.
I didn't realize Fly Stow has an employee in Bend. Where are you guys based out of?
We are out of, we're registered in Cyprus, the European Union.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We have 2 U.S. employees. One of them's in Tennessee, one of them's in Oregon.
Oh my gosh, well, you're looking at them. Guess why my laptop is here? We've got Fly Stow loaded up. We're using it right now.
Sweet.
Dude, amazing software to analyze, and it's been such a help in flight tests. But anyway, this is Craig CATTO.
Hi.
Ryan.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
So
Yeah.
let's see, we got a couple people watching now. Okay, so Ryan from Fly Stow. You saw a video about that, hopefully. I couldn't say enough good stuff about their software to help analyze flight test data. But anyway, it's Steve from Clear Direct. Here's a backcountry bogey. We got a meet and greet with Craig CATTO from CATTO Propellers. We got a lineup of amazing propellers here. We've got the problematic whirlwind right there. We might talk to that here in a little bit, but the flow of this is going to be let a few more people join, and then we'll kind of talk the people here, answer some of their questions. We're going to demo installing the 84-inch and how to properly seat the hub and get the proper pitch. And then we'll dive into your guys' questions. So go ahead and post the questions there. And yeah, we're in Central Oregon on a beautiful day. We've got a couple airplanes flown in. Let's just show them real quick. Got Mike Babcock. You might recognize this from the STOL competitions, a Rans S21 with a UL Power 520 on some amazing modifications, including slats. Let's check those out. And then we've got an RV, Peters from Salem, Oregon. Got some questions for Craig CATTO himself. So earlier today, we rung out the 78-inch, their OEM one or their standard one without the cooling mod. And we do have a prototype just for the Rans S21 right here. It has a different pitch distribution for 150, 160 miles an hour, and also a cooling mod to help out guys like me and some other folks who are having hot engines. So I've got the Titan IO 340 that runs pretty hot because there's not a lot of cooling drag on this airplane. It's one of the tricks that it gets to go fast. So results were, we wrung it out with I think 90 thousandths shim, so whatever pitch that gives you. So we talk different. We don't talk in degrees. We talk about it shim, and that was giving me 145 miles an hour true. And then but pulling back the throttle. So we added just a hair more pitch and didn't get a ton more. We got about 146 miles an hour, and now it's like 50 RPM from redline. So we've definitely bracketed the performance of the existing 78-inch CATTO. But once he gets some more of this data, refines this a little bit more, and then he's going to have a product to sell, the 78-inch from Rans. When are those going to be available, Mr. CATTO?
Very soon.
Very soon. So is Nicole taking orders?
She is.
Okay.
There's a wait
Awesome.
list.
There's a wait list.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that blade's 140 to 160 mile an hour design speeds.
Cool. Yeah. Perfect. And then so pretty soon I'm gonna while we're on here, we're gonna get the 84-inch, which does have the cooling mod, and then probably tomorrow I'll test that and get back to you guys on the hopefully cooler CHTs that we're seeing. So
The
again,
84 really is not intended for
the high
all
speed.
around
Right. It
Rams
is.
type speeds.
It is more for
STOL.
yeah, take off, climb, get out of Dodge, get out of a
Exactly.
steep canyon,
Yep.
and then cruising with the Cubs.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping I'm going to see 135. So
Find out tomorrow.
we'll find out tomorrow. Okay, so to get you guys up to date a little bit more on what we have right here, We've got CATTO's spinner backplate, which is aluminum. It's aluminum, so that will not compress. The Rand's OEM spinner backplate is carbon fiber. I just didn't like putting carbon fiber between two compressible metals that you have to torque down, because then, you know, potentially it's compressing and torque values are off. So this is the CATTO hub produced by Tony at Monster Shocks. Precision engineered. It's awesome. And again, I'm only affiliated because I think Craig is awesome, and Nicole and Sarah, they've just got an awesome thing going on, but not sponsored or anything. But I think Craig is offering this community a good alternative to what has turned out to be a very problematic prop hub on the Whirlwind. And to be fair, that Whirlwind blade is great. It gets 145 miles an hour with bush wheels. And so all these numbers I'm talking about are with 29-inch Alaskan bush wheels. I've taken off the fairings because I'm mid-upgrade with the Aerosport Products fairings, which are just amazing. So I've got these guys primed, ready to fit up and mount. And so let me show you where they are. And Jeff is just getting incredible speeds. He's saying 150 knots true, so 170 on this thing. He's got the 850s, of course, but all the fairings because he makes them. But this medical device looking thing will clean up what I think is the most draggy area on the airplane, which is the base of the lift strut and gear strut right there. And so that's gonna slick that up and potentially go faster. So, okay, the other questions I've heard asked, the main one was by Mike, of how to get the pitch of how to utilize those pins and get the blades to actually match. So we've torqued up the back edge of the back of the prop hub. We've installed the pitch block. So this pitch block goes in, then you put in shims. He gives you a 50,000th, a bunch of 10,000th, and then a 5/10,000th shim to really refine the pitch. Because every 10,000th shim, your static RPM decreases by 60 RPM within the operable band, of course. Outside of that, if you're adding a ton too much or too little, then it's going to be obviously off. But I digress. So CATTO balances their props horizontally and vertically. And so what you're looking at right here is a counterbalance. So if there's any sort of variance between the forward half of the cord and the aft half of the cord, he wants a smooth running prop. So he puts in a counterbalance right here. I didn't need that for the 78, so we ran it without the spinner back plate for the 78 because it was perfectly balanced in the X and Y axis. This one is the 84, needed that, so that's why we put that on and took the back half off. We got it back on now, and let's get into a demo. We've lost Craig to more discussions. So Craig, if you can help us out and demo what people be needing to do to get the prop seated perfectly.
Okay.
And matched to each other. So we're gonna grab the two 84-inch blades. Let's not put an 84 and a 78, please. It's easily identifiable because the 84s have the cooling mods. So if I can get somebody to grab the camera here. Oh yeah, thanks.
Oh, you want me? Oh,
Yeah, no, go ahead. Grab the prop. I'll be the cameraman. And because Mike is learning, so I'm gonna probably flip the camera around.
Okay. Okay, so here's what not to do.
Okay, here's what not to do.
Grab a blade and put it in. So you can see the red mark right here on the blade.
Yep.
This is the balance rate. Here. So the red on the blade,
A swapperoo.
the swapperoo, the red mark should line up with the balance rate on the same side.
Everybody catch that? So the red dot should
And-
face the counterbalance weight, so they had to swap
So
them.
that's for vertical balance.
Vertical balance.
There we go.
So we're getting here. Let me get.
Yeah, I get this. From this.
Yeah. So the pin,
So it's very, very loose now, so
Yep.
we can get it in.
right? And it tightens with this 1/4-inch bolt with some
Yeah.
Nord-Lock washers there.
Right.
That'll be in play here in a
So
second.
I'll describe what not to do, is to rotate the blade into the pocket. So if you rotate the blade into the pocket, like that, there's gaps and spaces.
Yep.
So I could actually put this blade in here, tighten this down, and this bolt will go tight. And it'll pull against the pitch pin, but it won't seat against the shims. Because the tolerance on this blade is so tight to the hub that it won't rotate. So that's what we're going to discuss.
Okay.
How to properly fit that.
Cool. So you got the. Tell me what you need.
He's got one blade in. You put the other blade in, and just drop it into the slot. Now we'll use the 7/16.
Grab this little guy. Yep. Thanks.
Okay. Just gonna take out any slop in that bolt. So this one actually, you can see it's rotating, but don't guarantee that they're gonna rotate. So what we want to do, I took a little bit, so we just pop it out a little bit, just a little bit, and then we take the slop out of that again. Pop it out, put it in, pop it out. Okay. Okay, there's Armstrong tight. There's a speck on there. Now the blade will still pop out. Right. Again, then pop it back in. And we should have no play.
There should be a rubber mallet. Somebody. Oh, here it is.
Yeah. But you definitely want to check that there's no play up here in these
Okay.
shims.
Yeah, no play. So
Up
if there
top.
is, retighten that
So
till there
you
is
can-
no play.
If you pull this out just a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and that blade out just a little bit, and make sure that this can't rock back and forth, and the shims behind it are seated.
Okay.
So you just see back there.
So are you torquing that now, or
I just
as long
torqued
as
it
it's
now.
snug?
Now it's
Okay.
torqued.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right.
We shouldn't have to retouch it.
All right.
The play is out of that.
Okay.
So basically the pitch is set.
Okay.
Now you just have to set the blades. So we just rotate the blades into the pocket. Rotate into the pocket, and using a rubber mallet, just seat them. Now we're ready to put the other shell on.
So you don't need to torque this
Yeah.
down anymore, do you?
No.
Okay. Because yeah,
Torque
that
down
shouldn't
the
have
spec.
changed because you were tapping to make sure
And
the
rotating on the pin.
on the yeah okay
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
So now we grab the top. Perfect. Thank you, Kai. Okay, well, they're torquing that down. If you're ever in doubt, there it is, 3/8, so 30 foot-pounds.
That's pretty handy right there.
Yeah, right.
Phone calls that say.
So,
Somebody was thinking there.
yeah, we'll do it hand tight and then. Cool, and then I'll start scrolling through. Let me know if you guys want this horizontal versus vertical. If you guys are watching on a horizontal screen, I can go this way for you. See if that actually works. Nope, it's locked. Rotate back. Okay, YouTube barked at me, so sorry if it's vertical.
I just used a rally gun on mine. Just
Could potentially start it over again and go horizontal, but we're just gonna. I
He's a poor starving ally.
shit talking has begun. Yeah, I clicked. This video is not for kids, so I can say shit. All right. All right, I'm gonna scroll through some of these comments while we continue to torque down. I'll grab the torque wrench as well. Get this calibrated and set initially to. I've had pretty good luck of starting at 20, then going 25, and then 30, and then let's see. The ugly cub says fly stow is amazing. I agree. Going to the back of the beginning. Craig Sanders, hello. Need to stop by Jackson and see what he has for my Glass Star. Yep, absolutely. The new blade for Glass Star. Well, you can meet us out there. I'm going to be out there probably in a week and a half or so in the bogey with a couple of friends. Hint, hint. And then, let's see. 1002 Northeast. Hi, just found your channel. Subscribed immediately. Hey, thank you. Welcome aboard. Joe, not a Fed. What is shaking, my brother? From a Canadian mother. Matt Elliott. Joe you a comp. All right. I watch Steve's channel, Matt. So I can find new places to hide weed in my rants. Okay.
Okay. Most critical is just
We're making sure that there's
All right.
in the back.
yes.
Just finger tight those bad boys. Call it good. Yeah. Horizontal is more gooder. Yeah. Sorry, Joe. It's locked me out. Oh no, Steve, don't. Big hello from CYQT. Another Canadian. All right, welcome. All right, so they've gotten them
We should be able to measure
hand tight.
Right.
Let's get this guy
point right there. Should be exactly the same.
powered up, horizontal, stable.
Gauge or
Cool.
No.
No, I thought about grabbing the whirlwind pitch gauge, but it's just it's apples to oranges. All right, let's. I got the torque wrench right here. Is that what you're looking for? Okay, we're gonna set it to 20.
Yeah.
There. Oh, it just went off. Let's get it back up to.
It was preset at 30, I think.
Yeah. You happy to go right to 30? You can go right to 30.
Oh, I can see what I'm at.
Yeah, there you go. Need glasses?
No, it's
What?
same 20.
No, yeah, but it'll start once you
Okay.
Got start being a man, then you'll we call him Papa Cato, but it's more like a big brother. Sam P. Howdy, Steve from Sam in Texas. What up, Sam? Joe, shots fired. All right. Oh, all right. Let's just take a look at how the 84 looks. It's a beast. Yeah. Imagine that with the spinner and those fairings. Be smoking those cubs until short final. Well, through short final. Look at that non-planar tip for efficiency as well as noise.
I think one of the big differences you can look from the front is this,
Yep.
how close in this.
Right.
This
So that is
transition
pushing all that high pressure
Yeah.
air right to where it wants. So let me tell everybody what you were telling me. So the whirlwind and more, actually back end, because there's the new prototype. So here's the whirlwind, as well as the older 78s from Cato. Didn't have this extra cooling mod, and he actually said it causes a vortice right here and just disturbs the air, and really there's no thrust, no high pressure air going. In fact, it's probably blocking some air from going into intake. So
took our
this is what
86 inch
well,
off.
the acceleration climb and then the cooling is
Love
what
the performance.
I'm super excited for. Testing this 84, and
Yeah, so you put the whirlwind back
that's
on.
probably gonna be
Through,
tomorrow.
and then we
unless
sent
I
them
get
we did
Friday
a
and we'll fly this
modification
today.
to the blade.
Did a
And,
couple flights with the 78
send it back
and
up
just
there.
had amazing numbers. So in
Cooler.
case you're just joining, the 78, I was seeing
Just
so
a little-
with 29-inch Alaskan bush wheels, took off all the fairings. I talked about that, but in this configuration, 145, 146 miles an hour
So we
cruise.
CFD'd it.
It was about 127 was the most I saw in knots.
So basically, visual
Finally
control on the
pitched it
computer.
right. It's a fairly smooth day. Took it out and just opened
the
it wide
blade
up.
comes out here like
And so that's a
this,
great cruise prop.
Right here, there's a
It beats the whirlwind by